What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. And I could have told y'all all about this without this article, okay? I could have told you guys that Hollywood is very much interested in, as it says here, intentionally emasculating its leading men, all right? The Dungeons and Dragons movie writing team revealed they intentionally emasculated the leading men in the film and put the women on the front lines. Yeah, this is something that's been going on in Hollywood for years and years and years, okay? They don't want men to be men in Hollywood, okay? They want men to act like women, and then they want to flip it and let the women act like men. You see it in all the superhero movies, okay? Or you see it sometimes just regular movies, not even superhero movies, just normal movies where women are just back flipping and kicking ass and all of this kind of stuff. Like that crap that wouldn't happen in real life. Yeah, they absolutely do it in Hollywood, and they think, yo, yeah, this is great. And you start asking, like, why are they doing this, right? Is it just because they want to give like some kind of a confidence boost to the women out there in the audiences and make women think that they could go out here and do all of this bullshit that they see these women actresses do in these fake fictional films? All right. Is that what they're trying to do? All right. As if women are going to go out there and be the tough guys of society, you know? I mean, it's absolutely hilarious. Like every time you see one of these videos online where a woman decides that she could get up in a grown man's face, okay? Usually twice her size, and start putting her hands in her face and pushing them and poking them and doing all of this shit. Next thing you know, she's out on the ground, out cold, okay? It's amazing, and the reason is because they've probably been watching movies where they see all of these quote-unquote women on the front line say, oh shoot, if I ever get in this situation, I'm gonna do the same thing. And then the men put them to sleep, and everybody gets a chuckle at it. It's not funny, you know. Honestly, it isn't, because women shouldn't be thinking that they could come up and assault men and get away with it. But it's these kind of movies that do it. But let's go ahead and read on this CBR.com article and see what they're talking about. Dungeons & Dragons honor Among Thieves writing team John Francis Daley and Jonathan Goldstein revealed they intentionally emasculated the film's leading men, though not for wokeness. Oh, really? You see how they had to run cover for that immediately. Oh, yeah, no, it's not for wokeness. No, it's not for wokeness, okay? You can say that all you want to, okay? They've been doing this for a long, long time, all right? Especially with black men in the black community. Every time you turn on the television, there's some kind of effeminate black man on your screen. It's kind of frustrating, I'll be honest with you. And the reality is the goal is just to make men weaker, okay? We got to tone down all of this toxic masculinity, okay? So that's why they put all of these images out there into the entertainment sphere, because they know people will watch it and people will emulate the things that they watch on television, okay? So if they see some little weaked out Captain Soy Boy over here just letting the women walk all through the front lines and do all of his business, maybe they'll start doing that in real life. It's not going to happen, I'll be honest with you. It's really not going to happen. But that's the whole goal, right? We got to tone down masculinity. Masculinity bad, okay? So we got to get rid of men. We got to make them emasculated, okay? And stand all of these women up as the strong ones in society, okay? That's the whole goal. While speaking with Variety, Daley and Goldstein discussed how Michelle Rodriguez's Holga the Barbarian and Sophia Lillis's Doric the Druid tend to engage in the front lines of battle compared to their male party members. That was not an attempt at wokeness on our part, Goldstein said. Daley elaborated, saying, swear to God, it wasn't. Yeah, they got to run cover for this stuff, okay? They saw the comments coming, all right? They knew cats was going to be making YouTube videos all over the place. Well, we making them anyway because of this article. But they knew that as soon as we saw this, man, this dude is weak. This guy is soft. Everything else up under the sun. So nah, we not feeling this. We like that Holga is the bruiser and does the dirty work for edging, and he doesn't like to get his hands dirty. We also like emasculating leading men. See, they say we love emasculating leading men. Like, here's the thing. If they had just said this piece, right? We like that Holga is the bruiser that does the dirty work for edging, and he doesn't like to get his hands dirty. You know, there's still a way where you could have said, hey, this guy likes to push off all of the hard stuff on the ladies or whatever. He's kind of a punk, kind of a jerk about it. All right. That probably would have still been okay. It's a part of his character. Maybe it's a character flaw. All right. And at the end of the movie, he has to start standing up for them. Okay. You got to pick up the sword and go in there. All right. Or whatever. And then he kind of grows as a man in regards to that. I think you could make that work. Okay. But it comes off at the end when you say we love emasculating leading men. Bro, this is you telling us what you love to do. All right. So it doesn't matter that you said all of this other stuff. All right. Here's the reality. This is the truth. After reiterating that the reasons didn't pertain to woke thinking, the pair explained that they wrote men that way because they find it funny and fresh. It's, of course, It's funny to make men look bad and stupid, okay? We've been seeing it all in television, all in movies. They want men to look dumb, stupid, weak, okay? They don't know what they're doing, all right? That's the way leftists think anyway. That's the way these cats in Hollywood are, all right? They don't think that men know what they're doing. Oh, they're the ones that are causing all the wars. Even though when you look at history, all female leaders end up going to war faster, stronger, and do more damage than male leaders, all right? It's just funny how they do this stuff. Pointing Rachel McAdams and Jason Bateman's character, Date Night, which Daley and Goldstein also wrote. They aim to do something similar with Tom Holland, Peter Parker, and Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark in Iron Man Homecoming. There was some, again, I told you, I don't like this Peter Parker. For one reason is because he is kind of a wuss. But we like our male heroes to be challenged and not simply heroic. Look, you can challenge your male heroes, okay? You can absolutely challenge your male heroes and not emasculate them, all right? That's stupid. All right. You can have male heroes still be men. All right. And you can still have women doing all of the frontline fighting. Okay. Sometimes, like even the story I wrote. Let me show my book real quick. All right. Y'all check this down in the description. Okay. This book features this kid in the middle. Right. His name is Aiden. He's the big brother to his two sisters. All right. And this sister, she's the one in this story that I would say is probably doing most of the fighting. Okay. But the deal is that Aiden is the leader. Okay. He's the one with the intelligence. He's the one with the leadership. His leadership is what's needed to win the day. All right. His intelligence, his smarts, his moxie. Okay. He doesn't need to be out there getting, beat up and thrown around and all that kind of stuff, even though he does. All right. There's still moments in the story in which he does have to go through some of those battles. Okay. On his own. He has to show how tough he is. He's a tough kid by nature, but he realizes that what I need to do here is I need to show some leadership, some intelligence. I need to figure things out and lead my family. All right. And that's what this story was about. That's what my story is about. But what I'm saying is you can challenge your male heroes, okay, without necessarily having them not be heroic. All right. You can have them be heroic, challenge them, and still not emasculate them, all right? So these guys got to understand that there's more to just writing characters than just trying to go with tropes, all right? Oh, well, the men are always strong, so we got to challenge them by making them emasculated. That doesn't work. It's something that the pair found surprisingly difficult to achieve with leading actors in their films. While they did not name names, they noted that they had experiences with a couple of male actors in the past who refused to look weak or vulnerable in a film. Yeah, they don't want to look weak and vulnerable, especially when you're playing a character that's supposed to be a hero, all right? It's all right to have some, again, challenges, okay? You can be challenged, all right? But to look weak and vulnerable and just incompetent and all that kind of stuff, I wouldn't be interested in playing a character like that either, all right? Challenge me, yes, but weak and vulnerable, nah, I'm not with it. However, they had the opposite problem with Chris Pine, who plays Edge in the Bard in the movie. Instead, Pine reportedly enjoyed making himself look as bad as possible, almost to a fault, to the point where the team had reminded him he had to look heroic in some scenes. Yeah, I'm sure Chris Pine had no problem with the script. The script probably calls for this particular character to be the butt of jokes. All right. Constantly looking incompetent, constantly being upstaged by his female counterparts, team members, whatever. All right. He probably has that built into the character. So he's like, hey, no problem. I'll go ahead and play right all the way into this role. All right. And then they realize, oh, hey, hold up, man. Sometimes you actually got to be a hero. Okay. It's absolutely ridiculous. But again, this is Hollywood. Hollywood is trying to stamp down masculinity. Okay. We see that in society, toxic masculinity. They want to stamp it down, and they do so by showing men looking weak, okay? And then look, little boys watch this stuff, and then they're like, oh, okay, that's what it's like to be a man, especially when you got little boys growing up without a male figure, all right? They're getting all of their male role models on screen, all right? And then they see Chris Pine out here looking as bad as possible. I mean, it's sad, but I mean, again, this is where we are in society. You guys got to pay attention to it. Regardless of the part each member of the D&D adventuring party plays, actor Hugh Grant, who plays the rogue villain Forge Fitzwilliam in the film, noted that none of the main characters are particularly good at what they do. I think maybe what I responded to in the most in their script was that it was about losers, this little band of comrades. They're all a bit crap. You're not being great at being a bar, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Look, the main part about this story is right here. We also love emasculating leading men. So at the end of the day, this is what it's about. It's about what these writers love to do, okay? They like digging into it. They're writing all kinds of scripts, okay? They wrote the Spider-Man Homecoming script. I remember I told you guys it was always something I didn't like about Peter Parker, all right? It makes more sense now considering that I understand where these guys are coming from, okay? They write this character just to be kind of a wuss, all right? kind of a beta male Spider-Man, you know. I never really liked that, you know. I want to see a strong hero for our superheroes. That's the way they should be, okay? But anyway, folks, what do you think about this situation? These guys just creating little soy boys to go out there and be the heroes in all of these leading films. You guys go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and your opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.